Yesterday, Meta announced their Glimmer 30 billion GGUF weights. And this is a new model from Meta, and it comes in two different sizes. It comes in a size that is for 24 gigabytes VRAM of hardware, which is a 70 gigabyte K-quants, and then another set of weights for higher hardware. It also has speculative decoding, which comes in the D flash K-quant weights. And in terms of performance, they do have self-reported numbers, and those numbers are reported here. We have the Apple M4 Max and Apple M5 Max recorded performance of 23 to 26 tokens per second, and when you have D-Flash on, it does improve by 1.5 to 1.8. I will say that I did not observe this kind of performance on my hardware. I'm on an M1 though, and I think that is mostly because the software hasn't quite caught up to the hardware. In fact, on the llama.cpp, the support for this model only dropped yesterday, and there are still open PRs on the optimization side of things. If you are getting poor performance, you may want to update your llama.cpp, because I did hit into the same issue that this person had, where when they turned on Drafter, the performance actually decreased. So that's something to keep in mind. You may need to update, and if you don't get the results, you might just need to wait a little bit. In terms of performance, what is my experience of it? I found it to be pretty terse in a good way. It did a lot less thinking and a lot less waffling compared with the Qwen 27 billion and the Qwen 35 billion model that I typically use. I threw it at the same problem that the Qwen 35 billion model was repeating itself today, and it did overcome that without repeating itself. So that's really good to see. Of course, it's only been one day, so it's hard to draw any strong conclusions, but I think that this kind of outcome is seen by many people just around Reddit and other places. In terms of performance, I have it running here. You can see the headline number. The average is 6.6 tokens per second, which is not great. But I think it's just because of a number of reasons of me playing around with the settings and otherwise, like switching off D-Flash and other reasons like that. You can see that the performance is probably not that much higher, if anything. There were sections where it did hit around 8 consistently and around 10, especially if you go back in history. So that's roughly been my experience with this model. Maybe when the software improves or catches up to what the researchers actually were doing in terms of using their benchmarks, I will see a little bit more little bit of improvement in terms of the throughput. But to be honest, I'm not expecting too much more, maybe around 11 tokens per second on my hardware, which would be in line with the 27 like the Qwen 27 billion model. Now, why did they release this model now? It's probably because of the upcoming announcement with Qwen 3.8. So if we go on modelscope, which is a Chinese version of Hugging Face, you can see that there is a countdown live right now. In 1 day and 2 hours, it is expected to drop both the Qwen 2.7 billion models and the 2.4 trillion models. So that's something to look out for in a day and a bit, and I'll probably try to do some benchmarks soon after that. The one question a lot of people are asking is, will there be a mixture of experts model, which is something that I would love to see as well. There's been no announcement of that, but there is some hope, because back in June this year, there was this paper that was released around Agent Worldbench, which is Qwen's benchmark paper for benchmarking agents interacting with the world, around world models specifically. And in this paper, they did have this model, which is the Agent World 35 billion mixture of experts model. So at least this means that they are still actively working with this size model. It remains to be seen whether they will do a distillation for the Qwen 3.8, but who knows, maybe it will pop up and just surprise us all. And that's something that I hope we will see happen. So that's where things are at. I will probably see you guys in maybe 2 days time, 3 days time, when I give Qwen the 27 billion a go. With that, I'll see you all later.